Yo, so the sleeper hit of spring 2025 is Kowloon Generic Romance. As soon as you start it, you're already enraptured by the beauty of it. The water paint-esque background drawings are really spectacular and create a cityscape that feels lived in, for sure. Not only that, but for the more lewd personalities out there, there's also some of the most mature, nuanced, sophisticated fan service that I've seen in a while. Especially this one shot at the beginning of her when she smokes a cigarette. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it takes a truly pretentious pervert to do something as elegant and licentious as that shot that he does. So you'll have that to look forward to. And at first, I thought Generic Romance was stealing a lot from Dead Demons. If any of you guys have seen that from last year, because in both animes, you're following people living out their normal lives while there's a sci-fi floating object in the city sky. Now, while those are both highly specific and pertain to both, I would say that yes, while they share a lot of the same attributes, Generic Romance is more paying homage to it, and I think it has the potential to take it in a completely different direction with its own story. Or maybe even just capture some of that same magic from the other show, because I watched Dead Demons thinking I could use a lot more Dead Demons in my life. Never thought I would say that either. And you're following this main romance between Kudo, who is brash and impetuous and self-important, but also deeply compassionate and caring. And you're following the somewhat quirky and meticulous Reiko. Forgive my pronunciation, I'm not great with that. But you quickly figure out there's something going on here with the way she treats him and the way he treats her, and there's definitely a lot of chemistry between the two of them, and they go out to eat a lot, and that's one of the other things I love about this show is just going around the city down tight little alleyways, and it opens up into beautiful eateries with people living and eating and enjoying a drink, and I love how it feels lived in that sense as well. But more so, you're right away hit from the very beginning the mystery allure, because at the end of the episode you find out that there's a picture of her with Kudo, and the bartender, the waiter at this coffee shop, this tea shop, tells Reiko that, he's Kudo's fiance. And there's a picture of them together, but she doesn't remember. Now to go back from the very beginning, they call the thing in the sky, floating in the sky, let me double check, the generic Terra. I have no idea what that means, but supposedly it can store memories. And with the ability to store memories, you can hear these commentators on the news talking, saying that now they have the ability for immortality and eternal youth. So, and that's no coincidence. And then you also hear, while that news broadcast is going on, you're hearing common folk who are watching it talk and gossip about how this pharmaceutical company may be tied to its creation and the building of it. And at the very beginning of the episode, you see Reiko taking eye drops from said company, and later in the episode, she goes from needing glasses to not needing them after she uses that. So who knows what's going on with that? Extremely interesting. But if this generic, keep forgetting generic Terra, if this generic Terra is storing memories, and if she's forgetting her memories, obviously there's some connection. I don't know how it ties in yet with the company, but my theory, if you don't mind hearing it, obviously you can turn this off if you don't want to hear it, but I think they're already inside the generic Terra. It's like an AI, like consciousness upload simulation type of thing where people live inside this highly sophisticated memory storage reality simulator of sorts where they get to live young and live forever. And I think she's already inside because when they showed the scene of her uh, drinking the iced coffee alone, it does a quick flash of like a dilapidated, destroyed building of where she was sitting. So I think the world was destroyed and they're already living in it, and for some reason like her memories aren't there yet. I think Kudo might already be there, but maybe for some reason she was really against it or something of that nature. So her memories are blocked, or maybe with the eye drops and then her eyesight coming back, maybe that's an attribute of herself from before she lost her memory that came back. So maybe the eye drops are going to slowly allow her to regain the consciousness of who she was before she lost her memories. Who knows? All I'm saying is, off one episode, I'm already going wild with the theories here, trying to break down every single bit of detail I have watched within this 20-minute episode. And you will as well. And so I think with the character interactions, the artwork, the underlying mystery, the bit of sci-fi spice in here, definitely the sleeper hit of spring 2025, and you should certainly go check it out. Thanks for listening. Peace.